My name is Robert Moore. I work for Access here at the Riverside School Board. I teach mathematics and economics. The learning situation we're working on today was my educational investment. And it has a lot to do with the RESP, the RRSPs, and the Canada Learning Bond. And what the students had to do is calculations with those to see which was the best investment vehicle for them to use. We've been working on factoring, and we worked on that last week. Since then, it's been a weekend. Very few students go home and say, you know, I think I'm going to do some factoring on the weekend. So yeah, Monday morning we're going to start off, and we're going to go through each type of factoring, formative evaluation all the time. Even sometimes when the noise level starts to raise up, okay, you got that one. Can you get this one? Can you get this one? We've been doing stuff with the exponential growth, and then we changed it to the exponential growth with the monetary units. As soon as we started putting into money, then we could see people, okay, this makes a little bit more sense. This is something I want to learn. The intersection of where the X and the Y graphs are, not so much. But when it's money in your pocket, when you're going to retire, how much is this $10,000 going to be worth? Suddenly, I had them in.
So it's better to know what types of investment you have, what to have planning for you, and it's better to have knowledge before to do your planning best.
It just gives you a clearer picture about like investments and everything, where you go to the bank and it's really a lot of pressure to go there and talk to someone who who wants your money, essentially, right? Who wants you to invest. It's a lot of pressure, because I tried to do that and I just didn't end up doing anything. So it's nice to learn these things in class. When you're doing it with math, you're mixing practical and school. It's good.
There are times like today where I want them in groups because one person working on these can get lost, and you need the support of a couple other people around. When I first do it in groups, what I'll do is I'll let them choose their own groups. Once I get into a few more group works, what I'll do is I'll just put numbers on the board. And some people think if they take numbers 1, 2, and 3, they'll be together. But I'll go 1, 7, 9, you're together. Or I'll go every second one, you're together. So I like to mix them up. Although I do like to sort of sprinkle out people that are a little bit stronger in different groups. Within this learning situation, there's a lot of information that's online. A lot of it is about the RSPs, the RESPs, the Canada Learning Bond and stuff. The references are absolutely terrific. And it would make sense if, when they're working out some of these questions, that they have access to the internet, because they're going to have it in real life. So yeah, one of the things that we're fortunate with, we do have these portable laptop kits, and there's a laptop for all the students, but they already have their phones, they have their own laptops, and they have stuff like that. And I'm a real fan of them being able to use the laptops. I like showing them that it is a tool, and it's not just a toy. This particular learning situation, this is the first time I've used it in the class, as it is from the Alexandre. I know this is one that was written in French, translated to English, very well translated, by the way. And we wanted to see how it would work in the classroom environment, how well the students could take it in. I am seeing a lot more English coming into the math than used to be. One of the things I found is that a lot of the students, they had difficulties with some of the vocabulary that I thought was just fine.
I feel like when you flip through it, it feels like more of an English exam than a math exam, especially if your first language isn't English. There's a lot of back and forth, it's messy, it's disorganized.
The way we're teaching, one of the students brought up that we're bringing things for real life. I mean, teachers have been doing that since the 1860s. Come on. So it's not all that much different. There is more of a format now. There is a different format for correcting. What makes the biggest difference, though, is when the students get a bit of an attachment to the material or to the person presenting it.
Yes, because if you don't understand a formula, well, Mr. Moore will say, okay, well, this is cars, this is your interest on your car, and this is how many years you're going to be paying it. For me, that's been 12 years I haven't gone to school. It's a lot easier with Mr. Moore than another teacher, because he teaches us. So when I'm doing an exam, oh yeah, it's true, cars. This one, interest on my car, so like I'll remember faster.